What if you could take a simple block of text and, with a little help from AI, turn it into a full-blown animated whiteboard video? Well, today we're diving into a tool called InstaDoodle that claims to do exactly that. We're going to break down what it is, how it works, and figure out if it's really the right choice for you. So let's start with a problem I think we can all relate to. You know you need good, engaging videos. But let's be honest, making them is a huge pain. It takes forever, you need to know what you're doing, and it can get super expensive fast. Imagine just typing up a script and having a cool video pop out the other end. That's the dream, right? And this is where that classic whiteboard video style really shines. You know, the doodle videos? There's something almost magical about them. That hand-drawing effect just pulls you in, it's kind of hypnotic, and it has this amazing ability to make even really complicated stuff feel simple and easy to digest. It's a format that just works. Which, of course, brings us to InstaDoodle. This is a tool that's basically saying, hey, we can give you the power of those awesome doodle videos, but without all the work. It's promising to make animation easy for everyone. So what is it really? At its heart, InstaDoodle is an online tool. It's cloud-based that uses AI to read your script and automatically create a doodle video for you. The big things to remember here are cloud-based, so you don't have to install anything, AI, which is supposed to do all the creative heavy lifting, and from simple text, which is the main promise. It's that combo that's supposed to make it special. So its whole appeal is built on this idea. The AI text-to-video thing is the big hook. The fact that it's all online means you can work on your videos from anywhere, on any computer. It's specifically made for total beginners. And hey, it comes from the same people who made Speechalo and Vitally, which are pretty well-known tools, so that adds a little bit of credibility to the whole thing. Okay, but how does it actually work in the real world? Well, they've broken it down into a pretty simple 4-step process. The whole idea is to make it as painless as possible. So first, you just log in and either pick a pre-made template or start fresh with a blank canvas. Step 2 is where the magic is supposed to happen. You just paste in your script and the AI reads it and starts suggesting scenes and images. Third, you can jump in and tweak everything, move things around, change images, adjust the timing, using a simple drag and drop editor. And finally, you just hit the render button and download your video.
Now, that all sounds pretty great, but it's time for a little reality check. Let's really dig into the good, the bad, and the price tag to see what you're actually getting.
Let's break it down. On the good side, it really is easy for beginners. The one-time price is a massive plus, and being able to access it from anywhere is super convenient. But, and there's always a but, right? There's a flip side. That AI can be a bit of a gamble. Sometimes it pulls the perfect image, other times it gives you something totally random. People also talk about some pretty aggressive upsells once you're inside, and some of the AI features actually run on a credit system, which can feel a little limiting. Yeah, let's talk about that price, because this is without a doubt its biggest selling point. $37 for a lifetime license. I mean, when you compare that to other tools that charge you that much, or even more, every single month, this is a huge, huge draw. It makes it incredibly accessible for anyone who's on a tight budget. But of course, that $37 is just to get you in the door. There are upsells. The Pro version gets you a lot more doodle images, lets you export in 4K, and bumps you to the front of the line for rendering. But honestly, the most important thing here is the commercial license. If you don't get the Pro upgrade, you technically can't use these videos for client work. And that's a massive deal for any freelancers or agencies out there. So with all that in mind, how does InstaDoodle actually stack up against the big names in the game? Let's see where it fits in the market. When you put it side by side with established players like Doodly and VideoScribe, you can see InstaDoodle is really trying to carve out its own little space based on 3 key things. It's the only one using AI to help generate the doodles. It's the only one with that one-time payment model. And it's the only one that's totally cloud-based, so you don't have to download and install any clunky software. Okay, we've seen what it is, how it's supposed to work, the good and the bad, and how it compares to everyone else. So let's pull all this together for the final verdict. Who is this thing really for, and who should probably just keep looking? So who should buy this? Honestly, InstaDoodle seems like a great fit if you're brand new to making videos, if you're working with a really tight budget, or if you're a marketer, teacher, or small business owner who just needs to churn out simple content fast, without a big learning curve. On the other hand, this is definitely not for everybody. If you're a professional animator who needs total control over every little detail, this tool is going to drive you crazy. If you absolutely need the AI to be perfect every single time, you're going to get frustrated. And if you need more advanced stuff, like features for working with a team, you're going to need a much more powerful and probably more expensive solution. So here's the bottom line. InstaDoodle does what it says it will do. It gives you a simple, really affordable way to make basic doodle videos. It opens up this kind of animation to a lot of people who couldn't do it before. The trick is to just go in with your eyes open, knowing that the AI isn't perfect and that they are going to try to sell you more stuff once you're inside. And that really brings us to the final, most important question. This is the core trade-off. Is that incredibly low one-time price worth putting up with an AI that can be a little unpredictable? For a lot of people, the answer is going to be absolutely yes. For others, it'll be a deal breaker. And ultimately, you're the only one who can make that call.